Sanibonani, welcome to yet another episode of Shange Shenge Entertainment. I am Usimpe Buteleze and I am with Ungebo Wagashange.
Welcome to another episode of Shange Shenge Entertainment. Don't mind my voice. It has been a hectic, tough week. So my occupation requires for me to be yabba all the time. So it's kind of like haven't rested.
But your voice has been gone for a while. But it's a collab.
No, but welcome to another episode of Shange Shenge Entertainment.
Guys, we have missed you guys.
Yo, it's been amazing. And do you want to tell them again where we are, what we're doing on a certain day? Where are we?
We are recording.
Yes.
We're going to be on your screens every morning at 7:30. And don't forget, you'll find us on Instagram, Shange Shenge Entertainment. You'll also find us on Apple Podcasts. You'll also find us on Spotify. Oh yeah, by the way, you'll find us on Facebook as well, because we are Shange Shenge Entertainment. And I am Muslim_M_Butelezi on Facebook and Instagram. And this is
Nebo_Shange. And we are Shange Shenge Entertainment or Shange Shenge .entertainment. Is it .entertainment?
Shange Shenge Entertainment.
Yes, but thank you once again for liking, subscribing, and ringing that notification bell. We'll have another banger episode for you today.
Today we want to talk about something that's a bit different.
Yeah.
We've been navigating quite a few offences this week.
Yeah.
And for a while, but mostly this week, we've been facing a number of challenges, and we like as it's in. Instead of focusing on the challenges themselves, let us find a way to speak about how do you navigate. Because obstacles and challenges will always come, but then now how do you navigate through those offenses? Not say it's obstacles, but offenses. That's the thing. Because every now and then, it is guaranteed that people are going to offend you. As long as you have people around you, whether it's family, it's friends, it's a partner, you will be offended. So now, how do you navigate these offenses? Now, what do you think?
So, okay, number one. The first thing you have to realize, my guy, like for real, is that offenses will come. So the first thing to recognize is that offense will come. So that's how you navigate the offenses. The first thing you must realize, at work you'll be offended, at home you'll be offended, around friends you'll be offended, everywhere you go there is offense. Even the Bible speaks about you will be offended. You will find places where you will be offended, but it always says forgive. You know when it says forgive 7 times,
70 times 7,
70 times 7, yes, thank you for that one. Why does it say... So, when I say you like this pretty well. But you 70 times 7, right?
You sure not 6 times 5. Sure.
70 times 7. Why does it say... Put it for one person, by the way. What does that mean?
From my understanding, I'd like to think it's not that fanelubale 70 times 7. It's just it's going to happen. Just keep forgiving. That's the gist of it. Just keep forgiving. But then now, before you figure up, I'm offending you now.
Yeah.
How do you navigate that offense? Now you've been offended. How do you navigate through it?
So the first one, usung offended. So realize you just offended because I realize it's one of my offenses. The first thing I have to make you aware of, hey, my guy, that was not like in the right space, on the right tone, because I'm just trying to be specific, but I don't want to be specific. But let me just be. Like if you offend me and you say something rude towards me, I'll say, oh my guy, that was kind of uncalled for. What was the reason behind that? So I have to declare to you. So the first thing I navigate for you is I have to declare that was unreasonable. So the best thing is to communicate to you that, do you recognize or realize that you just offended me? So I have to communicate with you. Because do you notice that you offended me?
Remember the other day, corner.
Yeah.
One of the topics that was raised is offense.
Yeah.
And one of the things that was touched was the greater the relationship you have with a person,
the more
the person can offend you, and the more it can hurt.
Yeah.
So if kunomuntu ongajwayelene naye,
yeah,
or there's someone you don't really talk too much, or you don't really have much of a relationship with, they can do something, it won't really offend you as much. However, if unebo or someone does the same thing that person did, you'll find it will affect me more. Why is that?
Because
you guys are closer, so whatever you do, it affects you more.
Yes,
which then means you need to be able to communicate more with the people that you are close with. And I think that's the second point.
Yeah,
that's how to navigate.
Yeah, communicate. So the first thing you recognize, there's offense to come, and the second thing is you have to communicate. Now here's the key that I'll say. Okay, fine. We're talking about how to navigate offense.
Yeah.
The key is to understand, did you comprehend that you offended me as well?
Yeah.
So I communicated to you.
Yeah.
But do you understand now that I'm telling you that you offended me? Do you understand your error, or do you understand where I'm coming from? And would you like to redo or re-understand this, or restart this conversation, so that we get to a point where at least I know what you comprehended, that this should not be done again?
You see, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking about something. Maybe you guys can help me with this.
Yeah.
If someone I'm not close to offends me, so how I can address that, I don't really necessarily have to confront them. I can just put up a wall and put up my defenses, so I know that person will never cross that wall.
But is it right to put up a wall and not?
I think we all have walls.
Yeah, we do.
Because with certain levels of relationship, there are things that you'd allow in a certain level of relationship.
Maybe Sampe, it's the season that I'm going through, right?
Hey, when you're a bulldozer right now,
so like the walls that people put up.
Yeah.
It's because they don't like to communicate. It's okay, fine. That offended me. I think that's why people put up walls, because it continuously happens. There are instances where I do communicate to you and you say, okay, fine, I understand, but you continue. Then that means it's on you, not me as a person now, that I'm feeling this way. Then I have to put up a wall against you. But if I put up a wall, Simpiwe, do you think it would work in the non-offense? Because that person needs to learn as well. That person needs to learn ukuthi kahle we are offend. So is it right to put up the walls? Question.
Yeah.
I'm questioning you. Is it right to put up the walls?
It's what can I say? It's right based on the level of relationship you have with the person.
Okay.
So based on the type of offense, it's right to put up a wall.
Okay.
But then the closer I am to you, the more I'm inclined to communicate.
Okay.
Be like, Elton, no, I didn't like this. So instead of the closer I am, the more I am inclined to communicate. Whereas if I'm not close to you, I can just say, Elton, I just need to avoid that person. I love them from a distance.
Yeah.
But now I'm close to you, I can't put up a wall, because now that might jeopardize the relationship I have with you as well.
True.
So now I have to communicate and say, hey, listen, how can we work around this? Yes, you might not have seen that there's something wrong. However, it offended me. But so how can we work around it?
So my question is, what's your first reaction? Would you put up walls or would you communicate?
My first reaction would be put up walls.
Okay.
But now I'm learning. However, it's a new thing. Let me tell you more about myself, because normally, you're the one who's normally sharing about the things that you've gone through. Trust me, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. I was a person and still am, but better now. I used to struggle with opening up. I used to struggle with saying how I feel.
Yeah.
In terms of Fuguti, if someone offended me, I'd keep quiet. And come back. So 90% of the people that know me have never seen me angry.
Sure.
I know that's a high level, and some of those people see me quite a lot. Some of those people are my colleagues at work and all those things there. But most people have never seen me angry, because I take that offense and I chuck it somewhere, or I ignore it. I act like nothing happened. So only those that are really close to me, even though I don't speak, what they normally do is they see that, okay, no.
Okay, should see content.
Because what I do is, if kunento ngingayifuni or kunento eyenzekalayo, I step aside.
Okay.
I don't do it like rudely or whatever.
But you just take a step back. Take a step back because you don't want to be found in the area where you continuously being offended.
Exactly. Exactly. I think it's mostly about protecting my heart. However, I have
your peace. Because I'm continuously offended by this person. Like your peace gets troubled. Like I won't lie to you. I'm learning. You know what I'm learning these days? Peace. Peace is important.
A peace that surpasses all understanding.
Yo.
There's this thing. Let's see. That's what I'm trying to follow these days.
Yeah.
And gang sevenzen. Eti, is there a problem? Mighty, yes. Mighty, no. Then don't worry about it. Magu, yes. The second question to ask yourself is, can you fix it? If the answer is no, then don't worry about it because there's nothing you can do. If the answer is yes, then there is a solution. Then don't worry about it. So there's literally no need to stress. Whether no more yes, there's no need to stress. So I'm learning to be still. In the midst of the storm. Just learn to be still. And izinto ziyahlangana for some reason. I don't want to start preaching, but God has a way of... No, not that I'm preaching, but you know, sometimes it's hard not to speak about izinto when you've seen uNkulunkulu engenelele. God has a way of stepping up and meeting you at your point of need.
Yeah.
There was a sermon we listened to that spoke about stepping out. If you step out in faith and you like, I am doing this 100%, God has a way of meeting you at your point of need.
And He meets you at your point of need, at the time frame and the time season and the place where you need it.
We stepped out in faith and decided to create a podcast. And now it has become a business.
Yeah,
we're getting contracts. People are asking for us to do things for them, and it's by the grace of God. People are approaching us because we stepped out and we're like, as it's in. When we started, we only had one mic.
True.
Remember, we were sharing. We had a mic. You'd lean over, kulum, then I'd lean over. It was that. And then slowly but surely we see Nkulunkulu. But even with offense, start by addressing it. Like you said, acknowledge that there is offense. Secondly, communicate the offense,
and then the rest will follow suit. I think we can say that honestly, the navigation points that we talked about right now, I do believe will help us to even get to a point, or help you guys understand that offenses, number one, will come. Communicate these offenses if they come, and number three, they comprehension is important. However, as well, remember that you cannot live in a box and isolate yourself as well.
And a very important thing is to acknowledge, Wuti, it's not always going to be your fault.
Yes.
Offenses come whether you ask for them or you don't. But it's never always going to be your fault. In fact, most times it's not even your fault.
It actually shouldn't be your fault. If you get offended over something, it's not your fault. And to even say this, that offenses come when you have a relationship kanji with the person. You've become closer.
That's where the most offenses come.
You become closer now. Now because you come closer, they're able to say things that something you spoke about, or they're able to do things they can.
I'm tempted to ask you something.
Ask me. It's fine. It's our podcast.
Okay.
We could do and say whatever we want.
Let's say you wanted to marry someone.
Yeah.
Take away religion. I know what we believe in and anything. Yeah. But based on the things we've spoken about, would you say, is it better to just get married and live with the person, or is it better to live with the person gangani before you get married? So you can grade the offenses or the lifestyle if they are compatible.
And you want me to answer truthfully?
As long as you don't ask me the same question.
I'm not gonna ask you. When was you
pendulum? Okay.
Let me give you the answer. Let me give you the answer. Nizongolela. Okay.
We'll address this next time, guys. Guys, that is Shange Shenge Entertainment. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
You put me on the Shange Shenge Entertainment says we just want to say thank you.
Your dreams are valid. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.